In a world where electric cars are no longer the future, but the present, one question remains. What will the next generation of urban vehicles look like? Today, we explore a bold answer from Kia, the Kia EV2. It's designed to stay in your mind. At first, it feels simple, almost too simple. But that simplicity is intentional, because behind it lies a philosophy from Kia built on balance, clarity, and restraint. The front is where that idea begins. There is no grille, no unnecessary openings, just a clean, smooth surface that feels sculpted rather than assembled. It's quiet, but confident. And then the lighting. Thin, geometric LED elements define the entire identity. They cut through the surface with precision. Not aggressive, not exaggerated, just clear, just purposeful. They give the car a presence that doesn't rely on noise. The proportions enhance this feeling. A short hood, a forward stance, a body that subtly leans into motion, even when standing still. Nothing feels forced. Everything feels controlled. As your eyes move along the side, the design starts to reveal more. At first, it looks minimal, but then you notice the structure, the geometry, lines intersecting with surfaces, edges catching light in a way that feels almost architectural. The silhouette is compact, yet it doesn't feel small because of how it's shaped. The wheels are pushed outward, the overhangs are reduced, the roofline is slightly elevated. All of this creates a sense of space and stability, even in a small form. Details remain subtle. Door handles sit flush with the body, lines flow uninterrupted from front to rear. Nothing breaks the visual harmony. Nothing feels unnecessary. At the rear, the design becomes even more refined. Clean surfaces dominate. No extra elements, no distractions, just form and light. Vertical lighting creates a signature that is simple but unforgettable. At night, this is what defines the car. Not a logo, not a badge, but a shape, a presence. Inside, the philosophy continues. The interior is open, calm, uncluttered. It feels less like a cockpit and more like a space. The dashboard blends into the environment. Materials are soft, muted, balanced. Nothing is overwhelming. Everything is intentional. And the light inside plays a quiet role, not just to illuminate, but to create atmosphere, to shape how the space feels. Because in the end, the design of the EV2 is not about complexity, it's about clarity. It proves that simplicity can be expressive, that minimalism can feel premium, and that true design is not about adding more, but about removing everything that doesn't matter, leaving behind something pure, something controlled, something timeless. Step inside the Kia EV2, and the idea of a car interior begins to disappear. Because this is not a cockpit, it's a space shaped by clarity, balance, and intention. From the very first moment, you notice the absence of complexity. No visual noise, no overload of elements, just openness. This is where the philosophy of Kia becomes fully immersive. Opposites united, translated into a living environment. The floor is completely flat, not just as a technical feature, but as a design statement. It removes barriers. It creates flow. It allows the entire cabin to feel connected, uninterrupted. And because of that, the space feels larger than it actually is, airier, freer. The layout is horizontal, calm, Nothing rises aggressively into your field of vision. Instead, everything stays low, controlled, and balanced. The dashboard doesn't dominate. It almost disappears into the architecture, blending seamlessly with the rest of the interior. This is not a design that demands attention. It earns comfort. Surfaces are wide and clean. Lines are soft but precise. There is a sense that everything has been reduced to its essential form. No extra layers, no unnecessary shapes, just what matters. Materials play a quiet but powerful role in this experience. Soft touch fabrics replace hard plastics. Matte finishes absorb light instead of reflecting it. Textures are subtle but carefully chosen. Nothing feels cold. Nothing feels artificial. Instead, the environment feels warm, natural, almost calming. It's a space designed not just to be seen, but to be felt. And then there is the light. Not just illumination, but emotion. Ambient lighting flows gently through the cabin, hidden within lines, edges, surfaces. It doesn't shout, it breathes. During the day, natural light fills the interior, enhancing the openness, making the space feel even more expansive. But at night, everything transforms. Soft glows define the structure of the cabin. Colors shift the atmosphere. The interior becomes immersive, almost like stepping into a different environment, a more personal one, a more intimate one. The seats follow the same philosophy, simple in form but thoughtful in presence. They don't overwhelm the space, they belong to it. Their shapes are clean, their proportions balanced. They feel integrated, not added. Everything inside works together as a single composition. Nothing competes, nothing distracts. Even the smallest details follow this logic. Storage areas are hidden, controls are minimal. Transitions between surfaces are smooth and continuous. There is a sense of effortlessness in how everything connects, and that effortlessness is what makes it feel premium. Because true luxury is not about excess, it's about refinement. It's about knowing what to remove and what to keep. And the EV2 interior understands that perfectly. It removes the unnecessary and leaves behind clarity, a calm environment, a space that adapts to you instead of overwhelming you. And in doing so, it changes what an interior should feel like. Not a machine you sit in, but a place you exist in. A place that feels open, balanced, intentional, and quietly futuristic. The Kia EV2 is more than just a vision in design. Performance is where intention meets capability. Every line, every curve is shaped not only for beauty, but for efficiency. Because in an electric vehicle, aerodynamics is not decoration, it's function. The smooth surfaces, the flowing edges, the precise angles all work to slice through the air. Minimal drag, maximum efficiency. The moment you press the accelerator, the compact EV awakens. Instant torque flows through the wheels. No hesitation, no noise, just power delivered seamlessly. The EV2 doesn't just move, it responds. It anticipates your input, translating thought into motion. The chassis is engineered for balance. Weight is distributed with care. The battery pack sits low. The center of gravity drops. Every corner, every curve of the road becomes an invitation to control. The suspension is tuned for composure, soft enough to absorb imperfections, yet firm enough to keep the body stable. Every turn feels connected, grounded. It's a harmony of ride and response. And then the braking, immediate, confident, energy recovered efficiently through regenerative braking. It's not just slowing down, it's reclaiming energy, extending range, and enhancing control. The EV2's tires, wide yet precise, translate the electric energy into road grip. Every press, every maneuver feels connected, not artificial, not mediated. The road communicates through the car. Acceleration, handling, braking, all crafted to give a sense of calm confidence, not reckless speed, not forced drama, but a quiet mastery of motion. Even the smallest design cues influence performance: aerodynamic wheels, sculpted side panels, the rear spoiler integrated seamlessly into the body. Every detail serves speed, stability, and efficiency. Range becomes freedom, not just a number. The EV2 moves effortlessly through city streets and beyond, allowing you to explore without compromise. And perhaps the most remarkable aspect, this performance feels natural. The EV2 never demands attention with brute force. It delivers exactly what you need. Every watt, every movement precisely measured. In the end, performance is more than numbers. It's confidence, it's control, it's a sense that the car is ready, but also that you, the driver, are ready. And as the EV2 glides silently forward, you realize true performance is invisible. It's felt in harmony, not heard in noise. It's efficiency, balance, and responsiveness, all seamlessly intertwined.